Welcome in to the Moore Fitness Center for AAC men's basketball. It's Columbia International playing host to Truett McConnell on a Tuesday afternoon. Hello everyone, Kate Crenshaw with you on the CIU Sports Network as we kick off the calendar year 2023. Columbia International, their home white uniforms. Truett McConnell in the road blue with the gold numerals and the baby blue trim. Opening tip-off won by CIU. It's Jalen Brinson, Darian Oates, DeAnthony Heathcock, Bryce Causey, and Skylar McKinney on the floor. McKinney straightaway three. He nails it. What a start for this CIU team, getting on fire early. With McKinney an early three-pointer, it's 3-0 CIU, 19:40 to play in the half. Working the right side is E.J. Smith, looking to drive for Truett McConnell. He kicks back out to C.J. Brown. Now in the hands of Brent Kelly at the straightaway. Lifts a three of his own, and they respond. These two teams exchanging threes to begin the game. 9:25 to play in the half. Jalen Brinson on the left side, looking to drive. Sees the baseline, takes it. Right-hand floater, bucket. A 5-3 lead for Columbia International, just under a minute gone by in the first half. Kelly on the left side, bounce pass to Brown on the wing. Looking to go back top of the key and does. It's Bryant trying to find E.J. Smith, but it bounces back to Brown on a deflection. Brown to the low post on the block, double team, powers through to lift a shot up, but it's too strong, and DeAnthony Heathcock wraps up his first rebound. Causey to Oates in the corner. Sidestep move into the paint, floater, good. Columbia International starting out this game a smooth 3 for 3 from the field as they're up 7-3 on Truett McConnell. Brown at the top of the key, kicks right side for Bryant. Guarded by Causey as CIU is in a man defense. Working out of the corner is C.J. Brown. He immediately draws a double team from McKinney and Heathcock, and a foul is whistled off the basketball against Bryce Causey. A push into the back of Enoka Frankie, the star graduate post player for this Truett McConnell squad. Feels like he's been there 10 years now. It's only been 5, but Frankie has been causing havoc for a while. Quick inbounds to Bryant in the corner. 3-ball lifted, too strong. Columbia International in transition, leading by 4. 18 minutes left in the first half. Brinson on the right side, dumps off to Oates near the corner. He'll work his way back outside to the wing. Looking at a mid-range jumper. Instead, spins into the paint. Right-hand turnaround, bullseye. Darian Oates, a game-high 4 points as he has extended Columbia International's lead 9-3. 17:50 left in the first half. Kelly, top of the key, guarded heavily by Brinson. Dumps off to Brown, up over the top to Frankie, who lays it in from the left side off the window. A rainbow press over the top of Heathcock, who was in front of Frankie, results in the basket. It's 9-5 CIU. Rams driving, McKinney, right-hand floater, rolls off the front iron. He was looking for a call, didn't get it. Kelly the board. Truett McConnell in motion, kicks left side, 3-ball up for Bryant, too strong. Rebound on the ground, bodies diving for it. It's a jump ball as C.J. Brown and Bryce Causey both had a handle on it. Possession arrow stays with Columbia International. Like that, possession arrow stays with Truett McConnell. Kelly to inbounds on the baseline, goes to Bryant, just inside the left corner, a long two, rattles out. Frankie the board, double team, powers back up, one bounce and in, with an opportunity at a three-point play for Enoka Frankie. 17:13 to play in the half. It's 9-7, Columbia International. Foul whistle against Skylar McKinney, his first. Columbia International second. Frankie's free throw in the air and rattles out. 17-12 to play in the first half. CIU with the basketball, leading 9-7. Oates on the right wing, works his way back towards the middle of the floor. Kicks left side for Causey, now to the baseline for Heathcock. Back to Causey, a wide open left wing three, off the mark. Bryant clears out the rebound. Under 17 minutes left in the first half. Kelly driving, looking to tie it up, down by 2. To the low post, he's trapped on the block, looking to spin around Causey. Left-handed lay-in, left short, but Offensive glass grab by Smith. Dump back to Kelly. Just in front of the free throw line. Jumper from the paint. Off the mark. Darian Oates snags the board. Columbia International leading by 2. Oates splits one defender, now 2. A right hand up and around for Darian Oates. An early 6 points as he is 3 of 3 from the field. And Columbia International leads 11-7. Brown driving to the low post for Truett McConnell. Up and in. C.J. Brown called for it at the top of the key. Sprinted his way into the lane, worked down Causey on the block, and went off the glass for the bucket. It's 11-9, Columbia International. Jalen Brinson on the left wing. Sending people in motion, goes to McKinney in the left corner for 3. You betcha. Columbia International continues to stay hot to start this game. They are 6 of 8 from the field. 15:43 left in the first half, leading 14-9. Frankie on the low post for Truett McConnell. Turnaround shot, left short of the rim. Rebound Brinson, up to Heathcock. 3-on-2 action to McKinney. Right corner 3. He does it again. 17-9, Columbia International leads as they have missed just 2 shots in this first quarter. Truett McConnell with the basketball, top of the key. Bryant driving, lost his handle in the paint, puts up a shot, gets it, and the foul. Floater in the paint falls for R.J. Bryant. His first points today with 15:15 to play in the half. Christian Howard and Jalen Jeter both check on for Columbia International as Heathcock and Causey head to the sidelines. Meanwhile, Inoka Frankie is going to head to the bench for Truett McConnell as Anderson Mosela, the senior from Tanzania and transfer from Emmanuel College, takes his place. Bryant at the line for 1, in the air too strong. Rebound punched out, last touched by who? Referees have not signaled, and now it will go with Columbia International. 15:13 to play in the half, and now the call will be reversed back to Truett McConnell. 17-11, Columbia International leading after the bit of confusion on who touched it last out of bounds. It will be Truett McConnell basketball. And the inbounds goes into the backcourt for Brent Kelly. He'll work across the midcourt logo on Brinson. Gets one string to free himself up. Driving in the paint. Left hand off the window and in. Brent Kelly weaving his way through traffic. Draws Truett McConnell within 4. 15 minutes to play in the first half. Brinson at the top of the key, guarded by Kelly against a man defense. Kicks left side to sophomore Jalen Jeter. Now down to the baseline for Christian Howard, trying to dump to the post for McKinney. Pass tipped up and stolen by Brown. Truett McConnell off to the races. Down low, Bryant off the glass. R.J. Bryant now with an early 4 points as Columbia International's lead has been trimmed down to just 2. 17-15 our score. How can CIU respond? Brinson on the left wing to Oates in the corner. A long 2, left short. Rebound grab by Moswale off the left side of the iron. To the point guard Kelly at the top of the key. Down low for Brown, trying to back down Brinson. He'll be triple teamed in the paint. Ball is loose on the ground. Somehow he came away with it and was able to put a shot up. It was left short, and off the rebound, Brown's the one to commit the foul. That's his first. Truett McConnell's first. Brinson and McKinney head to the sidelines for CIU. It's James Davis and Vlad Malarvrazic taking each of their places. Meanwhile, a fresh face in for Truett McConnell is the returning Inoka Frankie as Brown exits with 2 points and 1 foul. Columbia International with the basketball. Jeter working his way out of the right corner, driving into the paint, lifting a floater up off the mark. Truett McConnell an opportunity to tie things up, trailing by 2. 13:48 left in the half. E.J. Smith set up on the left arc, guarded by Oates. Goes to Mosela on the left elbow. Down low to Frankie on the block. Blocking down Malarvrazic. He's double teamed. Puck fakes once. Lifts a shot in the air off the backside of the iron. Rebound Jeter. 13:30 to play in the first half. To Darian Oates, top of the key. Kicks right side. Christian Howard. Jab step trying to back down Moswela. Turnaround left hand hook. Left short. Rebound offensively Malarvrazic. Second chance points for CIU. It's Oates driving baseline. Off the backboard and in. Darian Oates having a strong first half with 8 of Columbia International's 19 points as they lead it by 4. 13 minutes to play in the first. Smith trapped up in the front court, dumps over to Kelly just along the midcourt stripe. He'll now step his way in front of the logo, guarded by Davis. Kelly at the top of the key, a crossover dribble, and a whistle blows off the basketball underneath against Vlad Malavrazic. He fouled Frankie in the post on a push from behind. That's Malavrazic first. Columbia International's 4th. Truett McConnell inbounds underneath their own hoop on the baseline. Quick inbounds to Frankie, right back to Kelly in the right corner. Under 13 minutes left in the first half. Kelly a screen, 3 ball in the air, and he'll make you pay. 19-18, our new score. Columbia International's lead has been cut down to just 1 point. Into the right corner for Christian Howard. Back up straight away, Jalen Jeter to the free throw line. Step back jumper, boom. Jalen Jeter sinks the shot. Columbia International shooting over 65% in this first quarter as they lead 21-18. Just over 12 minutes to play in the half. Right side, Brent Kelly. Down low, Frankie. Guarded by Malavrazic. Staring him down face to face. Into the post. Right hand up. Basket's good. Whistle. Wave it off. Take the points away. Offensive foul on Frankie. He lowered the shoulder and pushed off Malavrazic. That's Frankie's first. Truett McConnell second. 12 minutes to play in the first half. 21-18. Columbia International leads. With the basketball is Darian Oates at the top of the key, trying to extend that 3-point CIU lead. A straightaway 3-ball would double it off the front iron. Loose rebound corralled by Mosuela. Off to Kelly as Truett McConnell looks to pick up potentially a transition bucket. Turnaround right hand floater off the mark. Frankie grabs the offensive glass and looks to turn a turnaround of his own, but it's no good. Rebound Jalen Jeter, and he's already racing out to the wing. Howard looking to move into the paint, dump off to Malavrazic. He can't finish with the right hand. Rebound snagged by Frankie. 11:22 to play in the half. It's 21-18 CIU. Top of the key, Kelly, a screen from Frankie, but James Davis works around it. Crossover dribble into the middle of the paint. Right hand floater, short. Not enough under it from Brent Kelly with 11 minutes to play in the half. CIU looking to extend a 3-point lead. Out to Jeter. Left wing 3. He doubles the lead. 24-18. Columbia International under 11 minutes to go in the first. DJ Smith across the timeline. Left side of the front court. A back and forth contest as both teams have sank over 8 shots in this first half. Kelly. Straightaway 3-ball himself, and he answers and immediately starts talking trash over to the CIU bench. 10:30 to play in the half. It's 24-21 CIU. Neither one of these two teams wants to budge an inch. It's like a heavyweight boxing match. Darian Oates, left post, turnaround jumper. It's good. 10:14 to play in the half. 26-21 CIU. Top of the key, Kelly. Kicks left side, R.J. Bryant, fresh back off the bench. Already with 4 points. Straightaway 3-ball in the air. Air ball, not enough under it as it sails out of bounds with under 10 minutes to play in the half. He'll exit. In his place is the senior Harrison Ramsey from DeMorris, Georgia. Meanwhile, Columbia International subs a trio of faces. Malavrazic, Howard, and Oates all check out. It'll be Heathcock, McKinney, and Reed Warga into the action when we return. Timeout, Truett McConnell. 9:58 to play in the first half as Columbia International leads 26-21 over the Bears. The Rams have started 11 of 18 from the floor. They look to keep some of that strong offensive spark going. We come back on the CIU Sports Network. 9:58 to play in the first half as Columbia International leads Truett McConnell 26-21. These two teams have shot the ball very well in this first half, both shooting over 50% from three-point range. If you're Columbia International, they started 11 of 18 from the floor as they lead 26-21. Syrian Oats, your game-high scorer right now with 10. Skylar McKinney's added in 9. Meanwhile, for Truett McConnell, Brent Kelly also with 9 points. Davis, kick over left side. Jalen Jeter on the wing. Back to Davis, top of the key. CIU with the basketball on the right arc. To the corner for Reed Warga. Pump fake, driving baseline. Stop, pull up for a jumper. He got it. 9:39 to play in the half. It's 28-21, Columbia International. E.J. Smith on the left side gets a screen from Brown. Stands at the top of the key, kicks over to Kelly on the right arc. Up over the top looking for Frankie. He's double teamed in the low post. Has his dribble poked away. And he touched it last, out of bounds. It'll be CIU basketball as Brinson will take the place of Jalen Jeter for Columbia International. Clock approaches 9 minutes in this first half. 28-21 CIU. The Rams have made 5 of their last 7. In the corner, Reed Warga, 3 ball up, too strong. Kelly the board, his 3rd of the game. The point guard at the top of the key, looking to reset the Truett McConnell offense. Crossover dribble on McKinney. Step back Jay at the free throw line. Flanks off the right side. Brown the rebound and immediately whistles blow. Reed Warga whistled for the hold on the back of the jersey of Brown. That's Warga's first. CIU's 5th. The starter Bryce Causey returns in place of Davis for CIU. 7-point lead for Columbia International. Truett McConnell inbound to Brown at the top of the key. Dealing down low to Frankie. Pass popped up in the air, but right back to Brown. He'll take a top of the key 3. It hits nothing but the left side of the backboard. Brinson grabs it from there in transition. He initially stepped into the lane, then worked his way back to the perimeter. Crossover dribble on Kelly to the baseline. Stop there, kick out. McKinney top of the key, back to Brinson on the wing. Columbia International moving quickly, a lot of motion in this offense as part of their system. Warga handoff to Brinson. 3-ball rainbow shot, it's a beauty. 8:20 to play in the first half. Columbia International has pushed their lead to 10, 31-21. Around to Brown in the left corner. Met there by Causey just inside the arc. 15 to shoot as Brown backs down Causey. Into the paint, still making moves. He'll push his defender to the ground to create space. Make a bucket. No whistle is blown. C.J. Brown, his first points. With under 8 to play in the first half, it's 31-23, Columbia International. Brinson slowing down the offense a bit as he works back to the top of the key against a 2-3 zone from Truett McConnell. Left side, Warga, back to Brinson. Jab step, back to Warga. Left corner, fade away 3. Pinball's out, loose ball, saved by Causey. Second chance points for CIU. McKinney behind the back pass to Warga, who gives it right back to him. Now over to Brinson on the wing, underneath McKinney. In the paint, right hand, off the glass. 7:15 in the first half. It's 33-23 CIU. Smith looking to drive for Truett McConnell. Kick out Kelly. Left corner 3. Bullseye once again for Brent Kelly. A game high 14 points for the senior out of Gainesville, Georgia. He has drawn Truett McConnell within 7. And Columbia International respond. Warga on the left arc to Brinson opposite side. 15 to shoot into the right corner for Causey. Back to Brinson. Cross-court pass, Warga. Reverse it back to Brinson. Trying to drive. Right hand floating off the backboard. Too strong. And before a rebound can be brought down, foul whistled against Enoka Frankie. His second. Truett McConnell's third as he pushed the Anthony Heathcock away, trying to create space for the board. Harrison Ramsey checks out for Truett McConnell as R.J. Bryant returns. Quick inbounds. Top of the key, Reed Warga 3-ball. He got it. 36-26, Columbia International, 6:27 in the first half. Warga has 5 points. Right side for Truett McConnell is Brown. Trying to work down Brinson into the paint. Got a shot up and in, but it's waved off on an offensive foul. The second against Brown today. Both have been offensive as he wrapped the hand around Brinson's body to get around him. Fourth team foul against Truett McConnell. Clock approaches 6 minutes in the first half. 36-26 CIU. Warga back to Brinson along the right side of the front court to the wing, up over the top looking for Heathcock. Pass initially got away from him, but he was able to collect it and lay it up and in and get the foul. Heathcock had the right hand reversal up and in, and whistles blew as part of a push to his back against Brent Kelly. That's his first, Truett McConnell's fifth. DeAnthony Heathcock heads to the line. A 66% shooter from the stripe this season. His first today. Clanks off the back iron. Rebound punched up in the air. Truett McConnell recovers. It's R.J. Bryant working in transition as he retreats into the corner, dumps inside to Brown, who's immediately fouled. Jalen Brinson, the guilty party, trying to disrupt the pass. His first. Columbia International's sixth. Skylar McKinney, Bryce Causey, and Reed Warga all to the sidelines for CIU as Jeter, Oates, and Howard return to the floor. Truett McConnell, one substitution as well. C.J. Brown steps aside. 4 points and 2 fouls. This is Anderson Masuela in his spot. 5:52 in the first half. Quick inbounds from Masuela, right back to Kelly in the right corner. Truett McConnell trailing by 12. They have Bryant on the right corner to the top of the key. Looking to create space. Deals down low. Enoka Frankie just outside of the paint. Guarded by Heathcock. 9 to shoot. Over to Bryant. Right wing three in the air. Clanks off the back iron. Rebound snagged by Heathcock, his third. Out to Brinson. The point guard's racing up the left side. Over to Oates. Pump fake. Look to drive. Retreats to the outside. And deals down low to Heathcock just inside the left corner. Heathcock to the paint, looking to back down Masuela. Left hand turnaround bucket. DeAnthony Heathcock, just his 4th point of the game, but he has pushed Columbia International's lead to 14. It's 40-26 CIU, 5 minutes left in the half. Kelly into the paint for Truett McConnell. Turnaround right hand floater, count it. Brent Kelly with 16 points. 4:54 to play in the first half. Referees stop it for a bit to say something to Kelly about his trash talk to the sidelines. He has made 6 shots today, and on all 6 of them, you can guarantee he has turned over to the CIU sidelines and exchanged some words. 4:50 in the first half. It's 40-28 Columbia International. Darian Oates on the right side, picks up a dribble on the arc, goes to Howard at the free throw line. Pump fakes once to get past Masuela, and as he drove into the paint, fouls whistled in the paint. A blocking foul. He'll head to the line for 2. All of Truett McConnell's bench was calling for a charge as he knocked E.J. Smith to the floor. Referees counseling up on whether it's a charge or a block. And the call will stand as a block. So Christian Howard to the line for 2. First one in the air. It rattles in. 41-28 CIU. Heathcock checks out. Malafrazic, the sophomore out of Serbia, returns for CIU. Christian Howard, 43% shooter from the free throw line. He sinks both on this trip and pushes the CIU lead 42-28. 4:37 to play in the half. Quick inbounds to Kelly, who's fouled before he can even get past half court by Davis. 7th team foul against CIU. First against Davis. Sends Kelly to the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. 4:36 in the first half. Free throw in the air and through. 42-29. Truett McConnell still trails by 13. The senior point guard sinks both as he cuts the deficit to 12. Our score, CIU 42-30. Columbia International works up the left side in the hand of James Davis. 4.5 to play in the first half. Davis, working his way from left to right, is fouled in the process by Unoka Frankie. And that is Frankie's third. A huge, huge third foul against one of the top big men in the AAC. 7th team foul puts Davis at the line for a 1-1. First one's in the air. He got it. Davis, a true freshman out of Youngstown, Ohio, is 6 of 7 from the line this season. One dribble, one spin, one shot, one made free throw. 44-30. Columbia International leads with 4:24 left in the first half. Timeout, Truett McConnell. Columbia International holding a 14-point lead as the Rams have shot the ball extremely well this afternoon. 17 of 27 from the floor. We'll step aside briefly and be back for more Rams basketball when we return on the CIU Sports Network. An exciting first half in Columbia. 4:24 to play before the break as Columbia International leads Truett McConnell 44-30 in a matchup of AAC foes. If you're Columbia International, you shot the ball extremely well this afternoon. 63% from the floor, including 6 of 11 from deep. Meanwhile, Truett McConnell, it just seems that every time they get a little bit of momentum on their side, Columbia International has had the response. The key moving forward for TMU is easy. Get a defensive stop. If you're Columbia International, keep doing what you're doing. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Truett McConnell with the basketball out of their own timeout, working against a 3-2 zone. Underneath for Masuela. He's double teaming the paint and then takes a double dribble. Picked it up and put it back down on the floor. Did Anderson Masuela, the senior transfer from Emmanuel College. 4:04 to play in the first half. It's 44-30. Working right side, dumping off Causey. Right wing three ball in the air. You betcha. Bryce Causey with an early 3 points. It's 47-30. Columbia International leading, 3:40 to play in the half. Brent Kelly, top of the key, trying to find Brown in the corner. The pass sails behind him as Brown was streaking the baseline. 5th turnover of the afternoon for Truett McConnell. 3:35 to play before the break. CIU up by 17 points, their largest lead of the afternoon. Brinson across the timeline, working against Kelly, now right side of the floor. Deals to Causey on the baseline, just inside the corner. Back out to McKinney on the perimeter. Spin move to the free throw line. Space, jumper, bucket. 3:14 to play in the half. CIU has pushed the lead to 19 points as Skylar McKinney picks up his 12th and 13th points of the afternoon. Kelly underneath for Brown. Up with the basketball, wave off the shot. He traveled on the back baseline. 3:02 left in the first half. Well, the Rams lead at 49-30, thanks in part to a 7-0 run that's really separated themselves from Truett McConnell, who is just a week away from knocking over the 10th ranked team in the country in Florida College on the road. Brinson to the left elbow for McKinney. Pump fake drive, kick out Darian Oates. A wide open right wing three, bang! 2:38 left in the first half. Columbia International leading 52-30. Kelly's pass underneath from Masuela sails high over his head, out of bounds. 6th turnover of the afternoon, and that forces a Truett McConnell timeout. the last 2 minutes, Columbia International has pieced together a 10-0 run as they have made each of their last 6 shots. As CIU leads 52-30 with 2:29 left in the first half. We'll be back on the CIU Sports Network. Under 2.5 left in the first half as Columbia International leads 52-30 over Truett McConnell. The Rams a 10-0 run over the last 2 minutes. As CIU, Tony Stockman's squad has made 6 shots in a row and they have the basketball looking to make it 7. 2:20 to play in the half. Oates on the right wing retreats back to Brinson at the midcourt logo. Trying to find Heathcock underneath. Pass intercepted in the paint by E.J. Smith. He takes to the right elbow and kicks to the corner for Bryant. Underneath for Frankie. Backing down Heathcock. Right hand turnaround. Splash from Enoka Frankie. 1:56 to play in the half. It's 52-32 Columbia International. That ends a 10-0 run from the Rams. McKinney, top of the key, looks at the 3-ball, rainbow shot, and he nails it. 1:40 to play in the half. Columbia International responds as they have made each of their last 7 shots, leading 55-32. Truett McConnell with the basketball in the hands of C.J. Brown on the left wing. Backing up against this 3-2 zone, guarded heavily by Heathcock. Finds Kelly on the elbow, underneath to Frankie. Turnaround right-hand hook, not able to drop it in. He grabbed his rebound and then was fouled. Bryce Causey, the guilty party, that'll be his 3rd. And Columbia International's 8th. With 1:19 to play in the first half, Enoka Frankie, the graduate student from Cameroon, Africa, at the line. A 1-1 in the air. Pinball's out. Rebound punched out of bounds. Last touch by Truett McConnell. Well, Jalen Jeter checks onto the floor for Bryce Causey, who has to exit with 3 points, but more urgently 3 fouls. 1:18 to play in the first half. It's 55-32. Columbia International. Oates along the right side for CIU towards the middle of the floor. Now across the left wing, draws the double team at the top of the key. Out to Jeter on the right side. Jeter to Heathcock. Now to McKinney in the corner. McKinney just inside the right corner, nails a long 2. 53 seconds in the first half. Skylar McKinney has 18 points in this first half. Kelly underneath to Frankie. Right hand drops it in inside the circle. 40 seconds to play in the half. It's 57-34 Columbia International. 12 seconds separate the shot clock from the game clock with 30 seconds to play. Brinson on the left side. It looks like CIU will try to drain this clock just a bit. Brinson on the left wing has some space. Outlet pass to McKinney. Now to Jeter. Right corner 3-ball. Clanks off the front iron. Heathcock grabbed the board, but an offensive foul is whistled. He just leapt over Brent Kelly to grab it. Referees signaled that he pushed through his bag. For Heathcock, that's just his first, but 19 foul for CIU, as Brent Kelly will head back to the line. He has 18 points this afternoon, including going 2 for 2 from the stripe earlier. One substitution for Truett McConnell as Frankie heads to the sidelines. Masuela returns in his place. Kelly at the line for a 1-on-1 opportunity. First one in the air, too strong. Masuela making an immediate impact, had the rebound, but it's taken away by Oates. 13 seconds left in the first half. CIU leads by 23. Can they grow the lead anymore? 6 to shoot. Brinson's dribble gets away from him. Stolen by E.J. Smith, and he is fouled in transition by Brinson. That's his second. CIU's 10th. And with 2.7 seconds left in the first half, E.J. Smith, the junior out of Atlanta, is to the line for a pair. First one in the air. clanking off the front iron. Truett McConnell 6-8 on the year, 4-6 overall. Smith, a pair of dribbles and a spin. His second free throw after missing the first, too strong. Oates the rebound. A half-court heave off the mark will end the half. A great first half from Columbia International as they made 8 of their last 9 shots to finish it and lead 57-34 over Truett McConnell. You look at that first half, great performances from Skylar McKinney, who has 18 points, but also Darian Oates with 13 points. Meanwhile, across the way, Truett McConnell, Brent Kelly on 6 of 10 shooting, including going 4 for 4 from deep, leads the Bears with 18 points. We'll step aside and be back for the second half when Columbia International will return to the floor as they lead Truett McConnell 57-34. We'll be back for second half action. We return on the CIU Sports Network.
Back for the second half inside the Moore Fitness Center. 57-34, Columbia International leading Truett McConnell, and it's CIU basketball out of the break. Brinson, Heathcock, McKinney, Causey, Darian Oates, the 5 Rams on the floor for Tony Stopman's squad. Oates at the top of the key, sees a lane and takes it. Right hand layup, left short. Forward pass, intercepted by McKinney, and Columbia International has it right back. Causey, McKinney at the top of the key. McKinney drives, right hand layup, bucket. Skylar McKinney was near perfect in that first half, now with 20 points, as he is 8 of 9 from the floor. 59-34, CIU leads. 19 minutes left to play. Up over the top, looking for Frankie. It sails high and away on the pass from Bryant. That's now the 10th turnover of the game from Truett McConnell. Brinson to Heathcock, top of the key, straightaway 3, bullseye. Big man 3 from DeAnthony Heathcock. It's 62-34 CIU, 19 minutes left. Top of the key, E.J. Smith, dump off Brent Kelly. Now back to Smith at the straightaway, bounce past Brown on the wing. Truett McConnell needing points badly, trying to eat away at the deficit. Brown in the paint, throws up a shot. It's off the mark, but he's fouled. Skylar McKinney picking up his second. Columbia International's first of the half. C.J. Brown steps to the stripe, the redshirt junior out of Miami, Florida. First free throw up and in. 62-35 with 18:45 left. CIU leading. His second attempt just as good as the first. That makes it a Columbia International 62-36 affair. Darian Oates up the middle of the floor, crossing the timeline with 18.5 left. Columbia International on top by 26. Oates to the top of the key, now works right side. Trying to drive baseline, kick out McKinney. Left corner 3 in the air, wide open, bang. 18-18 left to play. It's 65-36 CIU. Skylar McKinney has 23. Top of the key, Smith drives to the right block, stop, kick out. Brown on the left wing to the straightaway for Kelly. 13 to shoot. Kelly crossover dribble, left arc, pull up long jumper. Would have been a long 2 if it went. It was an air ball. Offensive board, corralled by Smith, middle of the paint. He throws up a shot. 3 on the shot clock. It misses. Second chance up and in from Smith. 65-38 CIU. 17:38 to play. McKinney, outlet pass. Brinson to Causey. Right baseline jumper. Count it. 67-38 Rams. 17:25 to play in the half. Top of the key, Kelly. Bounces over to Brown on the wing. And whistles blow underneath as Heathcock and Frankie were battling. Off the basketball, Heathcock going to pick up his second. Columbia International second. Inbounds goes over the top for Brown at the top of the key. Down to Frankie in the middle of the paint. Backing down Heathcock, lowers the elbow, drops his defender, and lays it in. And now a technical foul issued against DeAnthony Heathcock for a flop. You don't often see that, but 17:10 to play in the half. Causey and McKinney both exit. Frankie got the basket to go. It's 67-40. Kelly at the line for 2 technical free throws. He nails the first. Just 1 technical free throw for the flop, excuse me. $17-10 left.
Referee talking with Tony Stoutman over at the scorer's table. 67-41, CIU as they lead by 26. And that technical foul against Heathcock for flopping doesn't count towards the 2 he already has. Quick inbounds to Jeter. And as he tried to deal it back to Brinson, he's fouled. Foul whistled against Brown. That's his third. Jalen Brinson with the basketball for CIU. Across the timeline, kicks left side. Jalen Jeter to the top of the key, Heathcock. Columbia International leading by 25 with less than 17 minutes to play. Brinson, long 2, right elbow extended, left short. Rebound Kelly. Up to Arias Ortega. Into the paint from the wing. He floats one up, left short. Grabbing his own rebound. Put back not there, but the contact is. And he'll head of the line for a pair. Darian Oates, the guilty party, his first. Columbia International's third. That's Raul Arias Ortega heads to the line, the sophomore out of the Dominican Republic. First free throw of the afternoon, up and in. His first points in the books. Second attempt, bounces through. Fresh face checking on for Truett McConnell. As C.J. Brown exits with 3 fouls. Kafumba Torrey seeing his first game minutes. 16:43 left. Brinson trying to get it into Jeter is stolen away by Ortega. Stopped at the low block, turnaround jumper. One hops the back iron off the mark. Rebound and put back not there from Tora. And the second time he grabs it, he lays it back in. 67-45. CIU still leading, though, with 16:25 to play. Left side, Darian Oates on the wing. Works his way to the paint. Kick out a wide open Jalen Brinson. Right side 3, count it. 16 minutes left in the ball game as Columbia International leads 70-45 over Truett McConnell. Crossover, step back jumper from Kelly, air ball short. Rebound goes out of bounds, last touched by CIU. Malavrazic checks on for Columbia International in the place of DeAnthony Heathcock. Kelly dumps into Tora on the left elbow. Driving, right hand floater short. Malavrazic the board. Dumps off to Brinson, who tries to weave his way through traffic and does, with a pass out to Jeter. Right back to Brinson, right back to Jeter. Straight away 3 ball in the air. Clanks off the right side. Rebound by Tora. 15.5 to play. Columbia International up by 25. Kelly underneath to Frankie. Turnaround hook is in there for Truett McConnell. As they make the score 70-47. Clock approaching 15 minutes. Brinson to Jeter on the left side. To the elbow for Howard. Picked up his dribble just inside the circle. Now out to Brinson. Brinson just beyond the left wing. Draws 2 defenders. Dumps off to Howard. Up and in with the right hand. 15 minutes to play. It's 72-47 CIU. Tora at the top of the key. Bounce pass down low for Frankie. Just outside of the paint. Frankie backs down Malavrazic. Picks up his dribble. Right hand hook. Off the mark. Rebound corralled offensively by Smith. Put back up and in. Timeout Truett McConnell. 14:40 to play. CIU leads 72-49. We'll be back on the CIU Sports Network. 14:40 to play in the ball game as Columbia International leads Truett McConnell 72-49. Kay Crenshaw with you on the CIU Sports Network. Glad you're a part of our coverage on this Tuesday afternoon. Darian Oates inbounds to Jeters. Columbia International has the basketball, leading by 23 points. 14 and a half minutes left. Oates on the left side for CIU. Goes to James Davis, fresh off the bench at the top of the key as Davis works towards the right side of the floor. On the perimeter, bounce pass to Oates, closer to the right corner. Jab step drive. Darian Oates in the paint, 5 to shoot. To Howard on the baseline. Working around a defender. Right hand to beat the buzzer, rims out. Loose rebound that's corralled by Arias Ortega. Truett McConnell. He sprints up the race, the right side of the floor. Gets around one screen. To the right elbow, he stops and gives way to Kelly on the outside. Underneath for Frankie, and he's fouled with a push from behind. Malavrazic picks up his second, Columbia International's fourth. Kelly to trigger on the baseline. Inbounds pass, stolen away by Davis. Out to Jeter. Right hand layup off the front of the rim, but a foul call comes in. Jalen Jeter will head to the line for two. Cooper Rubio is fresh off the bench for Truett McConnell, picks up his first. And TMU's second. Jeter's first free throw off the mark. Sophomore right here in Columbia had been 4 of 8 from the line coming into today. But he does sink the second. 13:43 to play. It's 73-49 Columbia International. Tour at the top of the key. Crossover dribble. Drive into the paint. Spin move on the block. Deflected out by Howard. Make a change to the shot clock, put 19 up there with 13 and a half to go. Kelly inbounds, immediately goes to Arias Ortega, just inside the right corner, jumper left short. Howard grabs the air ball. Out to Davis, off to the races, loses his footing, and a foul is whistled for a block. Cooper Rubio thought it was a charge. He's whistled a block. He was already racing up the floor. .13:21 to play. CIU leading 73-49. Referees counseling up. Whistle at a double foul. By my understanding, it's a block first against Rubio. That's his second. And Drew McConnell's third. Then on the follow-through of the block, they're going to whistle against Davis for pushing him down. Either way, Drew McConnell driving. Kelly layup left short. Davis to McKinney. Back to Davis in the corner. Reed Warga. 3 ball in the air. You betcha. 3 minutes left to play. It's 76-49. Inbounds pass stolen away by Davis. He'll give way to Jeter, who drives baseline off the glass and in. 78-49 Columbia International. 12:48 to play in the half. Underneath, Frankie blocked at the rim by Heathcock. He's able to recover but not finish. 12:35 left. McKinney on the right wing to Warga at the top of the key. A crossover dribble, now over to Heathcock. Pass too far in front of him and stolen away by Kelly. In transition, Kelly knocks down Warga, and it's a block. That's Reed Warga's second, a sophomore out of Piedmont, South Carolina. Columbia International's 6th team foul. 12:21 to play. Brent Kelly will head to the line, 3 of 4 this afternoon, as he has a team-high 19 points for Truett McConnell. First one in the air and in. His second attempt, pinballs out. Forced out of bounds at stage with Truett McConnell. Brent Kelly to the sidelines. A fresh face in for the first time today. We see Corey Seitz. Also, Frankie off to the bench for Truett McConnell, as Akil Covington, the junior out of Athens, Georgia, takes his place. Quick inbounds to Tora. Double teamed on the baseline. One dribble kick out pass to Covington, who goes underneath to Seitz. His shot deflected out by Warga. It remains with Truett McConnell with 11 on the shot clock. Covington inbounds, goes to Rubio in the corner. Pull up three in the face of Warga. Shot short, Seitz the offensive glass. Dribble taken away by Jeter. 12 minutes left in the half. Jeter to Heathcock. Driving shot lifted. Block called. This time against Raul Arias Ortega. With 11:59 to play. It's 78-50. CIU. Heathcock at the line. 0 for 1 this afternoon on the season. A 66% shooter. He sinks his first attempt. Heathcock with 8 points this afternoon. He sinks the second as well. A 30-point lead for CIU, 80-50 our score. As 11 minutes, 55 seconds remains in the ball game. Truett McConnell with the basketball. Covington at midcourt. Gives out to Tora at the top of the free throw line as he drives in and slams it home. Inbounds pass nearly stolen away, but poked out by Covington. It'll stay with CIU. Davis to Warga, who's immediately met at midcourt. And a bounce pass to McKinney, gets it across the timeline. Over to Davis on the left wing. Davis drives the lane, left side, rolls off the front iron, but he gets the call and will head to the line for two. Foul whistled against Tora, his first. For McConnell's fifth. Davis at the stripe, first one in the air, and in. 81-52 our score. Columbia International leads. Bryce Causey steps on in place of Jeter. Davis sinks both. With 11 and a half minutes to play, it's 82-52 CIU. Truett McConnell has made just one of their last 7 shots as Covington hands off to Rubio. Top of the key, that's Tora. Jab step drive, left side of the lane, floater off the mark. Heathcock grabs it off the right side of the glass. Davis running point. The clock approaches 11 minutes. CIU leading by 30. Davis to the left elbow, now into the paint. Right hand lay-in, contested, but good. Up and over the head of Raul Arias Ortega. CIU on top, 84-52. Arias Ortega left wing. Step backs, now step in, drive. Into the lane, floater lifted. Off the mark left side. He's fouled. Bryce Causey will pick up his 4th. Columbia International 7. Arias Ortega at the line for repairs. First one up and good. 84-53. Jalen Brinson jogs on, takes the place of James Davis for CIU. Meanwhile, for Truett McConnell, Rubio to the sidelines, and the starter E.J. Smith returns. Arias Ortega can't sink the second free throw. It's 84-53 CIU. 10.5 left. Top of the key, Brinson working right side. Reversal pass to McKinney in the corner. Bryce Causey, wide open 3. It pinballs out. Heathcock the board. Offensive putback, rolls off the front iron. Now in the hands of Causey offensively. And as he looked to put up a shot, a jump ball is whistled. McKinney over the top, Brinson, CIU with the basketball. Kick out, Causey. On the wing, 10 to shoot. Back in the hands of the senior point guard, Brinson. Brinson driving, right hand floater in the air, too strong. We Wargo the offensive board, out to Skylar McKinney. Wide open 3, clanks off the left side as Tora collects the rebound in the corner before it falls out of bounds. Out to Kelly, now in the hands of Smith to Covington on the wing. Truett McConnell needing points. Covington driving, right hand layup, drops in. .9:40 left. It's 84-55. Columbia International leading. Brinson, top of the key. Met there by Covington. 10 on the shot clock. Brinson up over the top looking for Heathcock. His pass sails long and out of bounds. Reed Wargo to the sidelines as Darian Oates will take his place. 9:21 left. And CIU up by 29. Covington to the right side of the lane. Back out Sykes. Straightaway 3 ball in there. Corey Sykes, the junior from Cumming, Georgia, nails the top of the key 3. And it's now 84-55. Columbia International still leading. Underneath, Heathcock out to Brinson. Left side 3 ball in there. Columbia International answers the 3 from Sites, with Brinson answering the call. Covington on the wing for Truett McConnell, trying to dump off the Sites underneath. It'll sail out of bounds. Timeout, Truett McConnell. 8:33 to play in the second half. It's 87-58 CIU leading TMU. We'll be back on the CIU Sports Network. .833 to play. It's 87-58. Columbia International leading. Over Truett McConnell. Just over 8.5 minutes left. It's Causey, Brinson, Oates, Heathcock, and McKinney. The 5 Rams on the floor. Brinson on the left side. Cross-court pass, Darian Oates. Heathcock in the middle of the paint. Back out Brinson on the wing. Into the corner for McKinney. 3-ball in the air. Air ball left short. Rebound snagged by Smith. Over to Covington, who's off to the races on the left side. Crossover, kick out Frankie, top of the key, who gives it right back to Covington. And an offensive foul whistled near side as Covington blew through the body of McKinney. Just pushed right through him. That's a kill, Covington's first. And Truett McConnell, sixth. $7:55 left to play. CIU up 87-58. Brinson driving, right-hand floater, rims out. Heathcock the rebound. Back out to Brinson. Pump fake in the corner, picked up his dribble. Goes to Oates with 12 to shoot. Into the lane, he sprints. Runner left short. Tura saves it from going out of bounds, but then throws it off the backboard, back out of bounds. On the shot clock, 7:30 on the game clock. CIU leads at 87-58. Into Brinson on the right wing. Works his way back towards the middle of the floor with 10 to shoot. Left side, Darian Oates trying to back down Tor to the top of the key. Skylar McKinney left open for three. Count it. 7:13 to play in the half. It's 90-58 CIU with almost 7 minutes left. Columbia International is just 2 points shy of tying their season high. Bounce pass left side for Howard. Pull-up jumper from the right elbow. Off the mark. Rebound out of bounds, and the foul's whistled on the floor against Enoka Frankie as he looked to create space. That's his fourth. And Truett McConnell's seventh. Heathcock at the line for a 1-1 opportunity. In the air, off the mark. Rebound, Tura. Crossover dribble, kick out right side. E.J. Smith, three, he nails it. It's 90-61 now, Columbia International with 6:40 left. Oates drive and a floater off the mark. Tora the board. 6.5 left to play. CIU leads 90-61. Covington stopped at the right elbow, out to Tora. Crossover at the elbow. He'll bring it back out to the perimeter. Hand off to Akil Covington, the junior out of Athens, Georgia. To Smith. 3-ball in the air once again. Too strong. Rebound, Causey off the right side. Heathcock in the corner. 3-ball flies and nails it. 5:53 to play. Columbia International has a new season high 93 points as they lead Truett McConnell 93-61. Covington drives, right-hand reversal up and in. A 30-point deficit. Truett McConnell still faces, though. CIU with the basketball as Brinson is slowing down the offense. Brinson to the baseline, out to McKinney. Pull up three, off the mark, and a foul whistle. This time against Kafun Bature, his second. Team's 8. Puts Skylar McKinney at the stripe for 3. McKinney's first free throws this afternoon. He's an 85% shooter this season as he can't sink the first off the left side. And he nails the second. 5:19 left to play. It's 94-63. Heathcock to the sidelines, along with Causey, as Howard and Malavrazic take their places. Meanwhile, for Truett McConnell, it's Tora over to the bench, and R.J. Howard returns. Third and final free throw from McKinney is good. 5:19 to play. It's 95-63, Columbia International. R.J. Howard on the right wing, working on McKinney. The free throw line out to the left side for Smith. Underneath, Frankie trying to back down Malavrazic. Jumper good. Timeout, Truett McConnell. 4:59 to play. It's 95-65, Columbia International, as the Rams look to break the 100 mark for the first time since February 8th of last year. We'll step aside and be back on the CIU Sports Network. Less than 5 minutes to play in the afternoon as Columbia International leads Truett McConnell by 30. Our score 95-65. CIU this afternoon shooting 60% from the floor, including making 16 threes. A team that has shot the ball extremely well. Looks to break the century mark for the first time since February of last season. Brinson drives, left side of the lane, layup won't fall. Malavrazic, the rebound in, put back with the left hand. He drops it in. Malavrazic, his first points this afternoon. One shy of his career high. 4:35 left to play. It's 97-65. CIU. Sights, outlet pass for Smith on the wing. Three-pointer left short. Truett McConnell can't answer. Brinson driving to the block is stopped and appears to have an injury. McKinney drives and lays it up and in. Four minutes to play. It's 99-65. CIU. Underneath for Brown. Pass too far in front of him. Brinson gonna head to the sidelines, along with McKinney, as Warga and Davis take their places. Meanwhile, Bryant and Smith both exit for Truett McConnell. We see the return of both Sights and Arias Ortega. .340 to play. It's 99-65, Columbia International. Rams trying to take it over the century mark. Warga on the left wing, underneath to Malavrazic. Backing down sight, turn around, right hand hook, too strong. Rebound poked out. It'll be Truett McConnell basketball with 3:26 to play. Brown, top of the key for Truett McConnell. They came in this afternoon with a 6-8 overall record, 4-6 in the AAC. Right side, Covington guarded by Davis. Drives the lane, creates space, right hand up and in. 3 minutes to play. It's 99-67 CIU. Oates on the left corner. Kick out Warga to the top of the key. Stop. Bounce back over to Howard. Now to Davis at the straightaway. 10 to shoot. Davis a crossover. Pull up Jay from the elbow. Around and down. 2.5 left. Columbia International with the lead of 101 to 67. Covington going to be whistled for the offensive foul as he pushed off of Davis. Meanwhile, Covington, Brown, and Seitz all head of the sidelines. We see the return of Anderson Masuela for Truett McConnell, and also the fresh faces of Caleb John and Wilson Sibley, not to mention as well Micah McAllister. Meanwhile, Columbia International subs on Christian Howard as he relieves Darian Oates. 2:10 to play. It's 101 to 67 for CIU. Warga picks up his dribble, bounce back out, a fresh face, and Jackson Inman. Loose dribble, rolls away, picked up by McAllister. Left side lay-in, fouled. He'll head to the line for 2. Foul whistle against Jackson Inman, his first. Columbia International's 8th. Micah McAllister's at the line. The junior out of Newnan, Georgia, too strong. 2 fresh faces check on for CIU. It's Jay Pack and J.J. Vaughn as they take the places of Howard and Malif Razic. McAllister's second free throw too strong. 101 to 67. CIU, Davis's pass poked out of bounds by Masuela. With 1:46 left. J-Pack, the left wing. Now drives. Right hand layup wide open. He'll take it. 103-67. CIU with 1.5 to go. McAllister stands on the wing, a crossover dribble, pump fake. Now down low to Masuela. Back out McAllister, he called for it. Back to Masuela on the low block. Right hand hook, in. 103-69, 1:18 left. Pack underneath to Davis. Right hand lay in. Well, as it is now 105-70, inbounds pass stolen by Davis, but he can't finish with the left hand. We look ahead on each team's schedule in the coming days. McAllister, left wing 3 with 55 seconds left, is off the mark. For Truett McConnell, they will fall to 6-9 on the year. J-Pack sinks the three-pointer with 47 seconds left. 108-69. And they're going to whistle that the three-pointer was good and then a foul after the shot against Arias Ortega as he knocked J.J. Vaughn to the floor. .47.5 seconds left. Referees counseling up over this one. It will be the case since the 10th team foul on Truett McConnell. So J.J. Vaughn got ahead of the line. The score 108-69. His first free throw up and good. Coming up on Saturday, Truett McConnell will be on the road at Kentucky Christian. A 4 o'clock tip-off as Vaughn's second free throw rolls off. 45 seconds to play. It's 109-69 CIU. One substitution on for Truett McConnell as Arias Ortega heads to the sidelines. Harrison Ramsey will check on. And for Columbia International, they'll hit the road on Thursday to take on Kentucky Christian themselves. 4 o'clock tip-off, left side. McAllister nails the three. It's 109-72. Inman on the other end, blocked off the backboard with 28 seconds to play. McAllister nearly loses his handle, is able to collect it and dump off to Masuela. Now on the right side for Ramsey. Step back three off the mark. Masuelo the board, put back and bucket. 13 seconds to play. It's 109-74. Columbia International today led by Skylar McKinney. 30 points on 11 of 14 shooting. As the buzzer sounds, it's final 109-74. Columbia International defeats Truett McConnell. With the win, CIU improves to 6-7 on the year. They get back to 500 in the conference with a 5-5 overall mark in the AAC. Like we said, coming up on Thursday, CIU will be on the road at Kentucky Christian. A 4 o'clock tip-off there. And then coming up on Saturday, they will play host to Montreat. That will set to tip off at 2 p.m. on Saturday afternoon. We look forward to seeing you then. Hope you enjoy your week and appreciate you all being a part of our coverage this afternoon as Columbia International defeats Truett McConnell 109-74. Until next time, I'm Cade Crenshaw saying so long from Columbia. And as always, remember to smile. Good night.